Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, fractal Bitcoin. What's up? Welcome to today's Bitcoin news video.
Oh, forget it.
Oh, I'm telling you, let's get right to the Bitcoin price. Not much happening today. We've come down a little bit since yesterday. We're now at $61,900. And yeah, there's not much price action today, but there are many people claiming that this year Bitcoin's going to hit 100K. And here's FundStrat's Tom Lee saying Bitcoin's going to hit 150K this year. Okay, that's more than double. Are you ready for this price action? Are you ready? Yeah, and this account here says, this is my favorite Bitcoin metric, and it tells me that I should be open to a $300,000 Bitcoin in 2025. And it's a long post, but here's the graphic here. And it's a Bitcoin power law time contours. And yeah, it's, look, we're not going to dissect charts here, but this is just showing that next year we could get up to 300K. Some people are saying 1 million. Other people are more conservative. They're saying 300K, 400K, maybe 500K. I don't know. What do you think? Comment below. Yeah, Bitcoin is the king. Let's play this.
There are things about cryptocurrencies that bother the regulators more than Bitcoin. But there's things about Bitcoin that still bother the regulators because it's removing their ability to control monetary policy and have people hedge against inflation.
Bitcoin is unique in several ways, which sets it apart as a commodity and therefore outside the purview of the SEC.
Bitcoin is too big to fail, but in a positive way. It's not because there's someone that's going to bail it out. It's that there's so many people that believe in it and are part of what we're all building that I've never been more bullish.
You want to own the apex property in cyberspace that's universally desirable to everybody.
You're never going to see Bitcoin in one of these complaints because Bitcoin is different than these other cryptocurrencies. It's leaderless, it's decentralized, it doesn't have a founding team, it doesn't have these regulatory risks. So perhaps we're seeing some capital flow out of these cryptocurrencies that do have regulatory risk and into the king, into Bitcoin.
There you go. A lot of capital might be flowing out of these altcoins, these S coins into Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the king. And I like the point he makes. Like, how are you going to go after Bitcoin? It's leaderless. It's not centralized. There's no company. There's no office. It's beautiful, right? It really is beautiful. Yeah, and here, this just goes to show that the corporate media is absolute rubbish. This is The Atlantic publishing an article titled, and this is back from July 2nd of 2013. The title is, "The Winklevoss twins want you to invest in Bitcoin. Don't." Yeah, here's an idea Mark Zuckerberg won't be stealing. Ha ha ha. That's supposed to be funny. Yeah, around this time, Bitcoin price was $80. Yeah, and today, everyone who didn't listen is up 80,000%. I mean, right? This is what and look, the corporate media isn't saying things like this anymore for the most part. Some outlets are saying this, right? They're still saying, oh, Bitcoin's a scam, whatever, but not many are now because of the mass adoption. But anyway, just you have to understand that the corporate media is rubbish and it's not your friend, and we have to learn ourselves and do the right thing ourselves. Oh, Unit of Account says January 3rd, 2009 is the world's 4th of July. I like the way he puts this, right? You know, this is Independence Day for the globe. And it's January 3rd, 2009. That's like Global Independence Day, right? So I thought that was very interesting because and January 3rd, 2009 is when Bitcoin started. That was the Genesis block, the first block. And from there, it's been 15 plus years, right? About 15 and a half years now, almost exactly 15 and a half years. So yeah. All right. Subscribe if you're thinking about it, or follow if you're on Rumble. And let's get into some fiat government nonsense. Not too much. For context, because Bitcoin solves these issues. All right, here, just in. Argentina's President Milei says the nation will no longer print money. We're going to the zero issuance stage. What we aim for is that the broad monetary base does not vary. Yeah, inflation in Argentina was 64% in the first 4 months of 2024. All right, now look, it's good if countries stop printing money. That'll help, but the damage is done, right? The damage is done, and the superior asset has arrived. Bitcoin. And here's Max Kaiser. Oh my God. This is the New York Times today. The First Amendment is out of control. What? What? Literally, it's one of the foundational concepts that the United States is built upon is free speech. And the First Amendment is out of control? Yeah, and here's Max Kaiser responding to that, saying, no, money printing is out of control. The people who control money printing are blaming free speech for their collapse. Bitcoin kills fiat money and central banks. Bitcoin guarantees free speech. See, these are things about Bitcoin people don't normally think about. But Bitcoin does guarantee free speech because Bitcoin's open and anyone can use it at any time. No one can censor you. So you can use Bitcoin and have your free speech, and no one can stop you from transacting or holding a store of value like Bitcoin. No one can stop you. It's beautiful. Okay, now here, this is Europe is going nuts. And Greece becomes the first country in Europe to have a 6-day working week. Yeah, are you ready for that? Are you ready to work 6 days a week? Oh my goodness. I could tell you right now, I'm definitely not going to be posting videos, the daily news videos. I'm not going to do 6 a week ever. I'm doing 5 a week. And Carl responds to that saying, when all the productivity gains of the last centuries are distributed to a few through government money printing, yeah, RIP Europe. So this is what happens when they plunder, when they destroy your fiat currency and they steal from you and they want to steal more from you. Guess what they do? They make you work 6 days a week. Yeah, fiat is garbage. Bitcoin solves this. And here is shrinkflation, right? You're familiar with shrinkflation. Here's a Mars bar in 2000 versus 2024. Yeah, in 2000, it was 65 grams of a candy bar and it cost 29 pence. In 2024, it's smaller. It's only 51 grams, the candy bar, but it costs 85 pence. This is another way you're being robbed every day. Shrinkflation. The quantities are shrinking. The prices are rising. It's insane. And this is because fiat is garbage and because they've printed a gajillion dollars. All right, well, here's some good news. OpenSats announces a 5th wave of Bitcoin grants. Yeah, OpenSats, a nonprofit organization that supports the development of free and open source software and projects, has announced its 5th wave of Bitcoin grants for 10 more Bitcoin projects. And this is really important because we need people building on Bitcoin. We need people building apps to replace all the fiat apps or the centralized censorship apps. So here are the grantees: Core Lightning Bookkeeper Dashboard, Cove, Fedimint On-Chain Gateway and RBF, Crux Installer, Lightning Network Protocol Text Framework, Macadamia, Tor support for BDK and Fedimint, Utrixo, and Validating Lightning Signer. Okay, these are a lot of apps, and a lot of it, I'm sure a lot of these are like background apps. It's not like, Amethyst or Damus, right, which are Nostr apps. But anyway, good to see this. OpenSats is great. They do accept donations too. So if you want to donate sats to OpenSats, they pass 100% of their donations through to these developers. So that's really cool. And yeah, Bitcoin and Nostr go together so well. If you're into Bitcoin for all the right reasons, the decentralization, the censorship resistance, all that stuff, superior store of value. If you're into Bitcoin for all those reasons, all the good reasons and the right reasons, you will love Nostr. So check out Nostr. It's a decentralized protocol. It's great. It's very up and coming. It's much newer than Bitcoin. I think Nostr's only about 2 years old. About. I could be wrong. But yeah, here's our website, fractalbitcoin.com. Click this link on the very top here. Come over to our locals community and join for free. I post content here. I even post exclusive videos here. So quick one today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and follow if you're on Rumble. Definitely join the locals. And I appreciate all of you in the comments, all your support. I love it. So keep stacking. Keep the faith. We might be in the middle of like a boring summer, but just be patient with your diamond hands, and we're going to get out of this just fine. And pretty soon we're going to launch, and then it's going to be even more exciting. So, all right, I appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow for tomorrow's Bitcoin news video. All right, bye.